Huh? The moon. What is the moon?
What is the moon? What is the moon? It's a non. It's not a natural object.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unnatural object. I think that it was part of, and it was maybe a part of something else, and it was then moved in to this specific spot now, to be used for a number of different reasons, right? As an amplification system, through Saturn, which we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I think there's multiple bases on the moon. There's multiple Nazi bases on the moon. There's
Mhm.
multiple Draco bases on the moon. They seem to be able to get on, the Fourth Reich and the Dracos, to some extent. They seem to be able to get on to some extent. There's the soul catching machine, which is which is on the moon, and which is then the amnesia. So you go through the machine. I sort of have a weird sort of feeling of remembering it, and remembering the feeling of it, and not wanting to pull away. I remember being killed before, so but you don't get a full life review. You're supposed. Everything is wrong with this whole system setup. You're supposed to have a life review. You're supposed to look, if you were doing this
Mhm.
this way, look at what you've done. Look at it. There's no bad or good. There's no judgment. There's no judgment like look what you did here. Now you're banished to here or banished to there, because we're all here trying to learn and understand. So then you have a full life review. Then you come back and choose your body, choose your higher self then chooses what conditions you need to come back into, and then you come back this way. The way that they've perverted it and inverted it is so they've set up a system, a technological system, where they'll throw us through a machine when you die, that then stores the soul, erases the memory completely, and then throws you back into basically the same situation you just came from again, with the same people, just with different clothes and different. You move in circles with the same people.
How does this machine work exactly? Do you know?
No,
anything?
I don't know I don't know the technology of it.
So it's kind of automatic, computerized technology.
Yeah, but I mean, highly advanced, highly
And
advanced,
it
obviously.
catches all the souls.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
But some souls are pretty much advanced, and in the
Can bypass and leave.
and they can progress in the next life.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that this doesn't work perfectly.
Well, it doesn't. No, nothing they do works perfectly. That's because that's why they're losing control now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of there's volunteer consciousness down here at the moment, and I would class myself and yourself as volunteer consciousness. Specifically came down here to try and change the paradigm, to try and get this information out, so that we can not have to be living like this and not having to repeat the same cycles over and over and over again, because they want to stay here. They don't want to go anywhere else. This consciousness wants to stay here, stay in this body, never get older, and continually experience the highest of high experiences, and go on. And I think that they have to have continued war. So there has to be war, rest, war, rest.
1,000 years after 1,000.
Right. Because the war keeps the duality alive.
Mm-hmm.
Without war, the duality would singularize, because war is against odds, right? One against the other. That maintains duality.
Mm-hmm.
So war is so important to them.
Okay, do you know the technology of incarnating? Like who decides if for example I want to go into this body with these parents? I decide, or something else decides?
Well, It's a hard. I think it's kind of a hard question, because in the biggest of pictures, it's all your choice.
So it means that somehow I have my free will.
You do have on the big picture, but not here though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When you're here, it's pretty scripted down here.
Yeah, because recently in the last interview you said that we don't have the free will, but
We do and we don't though.
You meant here.
Yeah, yes.
When you go to the higher level, you have free will.
But because you're omnipotent, you're everything.
Yes.
Yes, so absolutely you do. But when you're contained in 3D physical body like this, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You have the illusion of free will.
Mm-hmm.